Hi, I'm Jackie. I studied psychology and human movement at university 30 years ago, and since then I've been teaching exercises for 26 years for people to slow down aging and keep their bodies in good condition. I specialise in over 50s on my YouTube channel, how to keep your body young. This is a Pilates practice with some yoga. It's for strengthening around your spine. It's for beginners. It's really gentle. I hope you enjoy it. Do it. You'll feel great after. Keep your body strong and feel your best for a long, long time. Sure, you've had plenty of fluids. You're hydrated and your phone is on silent and you enjoy putting this time into your body. You know how important your body is. Starting off, we'll just warm up around our wrist joints before we weight bear onto our wrists. You might not need to do this. Some people do need to do a bit more oiling up in the wrists, so do a bit more throughout the day, lubricating the wrist joints. Coming to all fours, finding your neutral spine. So if you don't know what I mean by that, that's flexed, that's extended, and that's neutral. So make sure you do have a yoga or Pilates teacher check that for you so you know your neutral spine. Connecting into your spine, weight equal on the right and left side, tops of the shoulders down. And we're going to warm up around our spine before we do our stabilising, strengthening exercises. Circling your hips one way. Feeling your hip sockets oiling up and your lower back. And then back the other way. And then cat-cow in yoga. So you look forward, inhale. And then look at your belly button, exhale. Looking forward, extending your spine, inhale. And then flexing, exhale. A couple more of them, opening the spine at the front, lengthening out the belly, lifting your chest. And then squeeze your belly, squeeze your chest, open the back of the spine. Do one more. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit of side to side release. So reach one arm up, one arm down. If it hurts to kneel, just standing on your knees is okay. Otherwise, kneeling, just feeling a little release side to side through the lats. Before we do that strengthening work, a little bit of loosening up around the spine, oiling up, lubricating. Okay, we're going to come and put one elbow down and then open and close the clam. So make sure you don't roll your top hip back. Keep your top hip forward. Put a resistance band on if you have it. And engaging your outer hip muscles here, your abductors. Very important to keep them strong for bone density, balance, hip stability, and preventing problems in your hips. So we're going to now do our deep core and our hip, your left, or these top abductors and your bottom waist, whichever side you're on. So lifting up, open, close, and hips back down. Lift your hips up, open the clam. Don't let your hip roll back. Don't let your hips collapse. Close, come back down. Make sure your top shoulder stays down and your head stays in neutral. So make sure you're not doing what I'm doing like that. So keep everything lifted and in alignment. So if you're a beginner, you won't be able to do as many in alignment. You'll go into collapse. So you're better off doing less with good technique and building up over time to a little bit more. So this is beginners. If you're experienced, you would have straight legs like this and you just hold. But that's for some of my other videos, which are harder ones. So this is for beginners. It's a gentle, easier. So you should have felt a few muscles there if you're new to these exercises. Onto your other elbow, starting off, shoulders down, and just open and close the clam. Don't let your top hip roll back, which I see beginners do all the time. So less is more. So keep your top hip forward and try to feel these abductor muscles, glute medius and minimus especially, in your outer top hip here, whichever side that is. And if you have a resistance band, that will help to target the muscles a bit more. So you just put that above your knees. And now we'll do our core and shoulder stability as well as our outer hip stability. So you're coming up, open, close and down. Make sure your shoulders don't pull up. Tops the shoulders down, away from your ears. So you lift, open, close and lower down. Lift your hips up, open the clam, close, lower down. So you can do a few more if you're used to it and you feel you've got good technique, good alignment. So you're not collapsing. Shoulders are down, your neck is in neutral, your hips are lifted. This is the advanced one. But you build up to that, to the harder ones. This video is for beginners. So your muscles aren't used to these exercises. So a little bit of strengthening our waist and our outer hip there. So the next exercise, we're going to do a bit of strengthening in our arms, our chest, and our lower back muscles. So coming to all fours, shoulders down, neutral spine, and we'll lift opposite hand to foot. Thumb facing up, and we'll exhale through the movement. So exhale, lift, and lower. All fours. Inhale, exhale. So thumb up, so the shoulder externally rotates. Shoulders down. Trying to squeeze in shoulder blades, belly, and glutes. Now, beginners, this is what I see beginners do. They fling like this and they collapse like that. So make sure you do. Maybe have someone check you at home that you're not doing that kind of thing. So you keep that stability, that core, that alignment, the technique. So you're working around a nice stable neutral spine. So strengthening the arms, the chest, the lower back. This is a bit of an all over. This is a great one to have in your life. You want to get to a point where you're feeling really solid. Like if someone came and knocked you over, you wouldn't budge. You could hold, feeling stable. You build that up over time. Finish on a hold, so whichever side, 10, 9, 8. Just breathing steadily. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, 10. If you're feeling a bit wobbly, keep practicing and you'll feel more stable over time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can kneel, sit back, bottom back to your heels and stretch forward. If that hurts your knees, just do what you can, maybe halfway back, but keep trying to work on your knee flexion. Keep doing my videos and you'll do all the exercises all over mobility and stability. Every class a little bit different. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of strengthening in our belly now. So do a little bit in our sides, a little bit in our lower back, a little bit in our belly, in our front. So starting off, sitting on your bottom. Squeeze up through your pelvic floor. So your genital area, your mula bandha, we call that in yoga. Your pelvic lower spine stabilizes. So easier is hands behind your knees, shoulders down, lean back a bit. A little bit harder if you feel ready is hands like that, and try to keep your core switched on here and don't round out too much like that. So shoulders down, chest lifted, and a little bit harder is hands behind the head, looking up a little bit. So feel your muscles work harder in your belly there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll lie onto our back now, coming down. We'll just do another little bit for our lower back and then another little bit for our belly. So bridge, rolling bridge, nice and easy, strengthening our back gently. So if you don't know it, have a look first. Tailbone coming up first. So your posterior tilt. So you're rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae or segment by segment. Keep your lower front ribs squeezing in so you don't overextend. And you feel a bit of a stretch up the front of the hips there. So keep pushing your pubic bone towards your breastbone, and then you come down, upper vertebrae followed by lower. Try not to look side on at the screen. Try to look at the exercise, being careful of your neck when you're older. And then when you know what you're doing, just keep your head centered. So you need to look first, maybe watch the video first for beginners and then do it so you become more familiar with the exercises. This is so good if you sit too much, which we all do really. Grounded through your feet. Don't let the feet roll out too much. Beginners, plant down through your feet. Just careful of your neck and your lower back. And it's great for hydrating your discs, strengthening your buttocks, and stimulating your lower back, your spine, your bone density. It's quite energizing too. So do one more rolling bridge. Such a good one to have in your life as well. And then we're going to do one more for abdominals and the muscles in the front of the body. So this is called Pilates toe tap. Knees together, toe tap. Knees together, toe tap. If you want to be a little bit harder, you could lift your head up and you could straighten one leg, knees together, straighten one leg, knees together, straighten the other leg. That's a little bit stronger. But if you're, don't rush into the harder ones. Head down is easier. Toe tap. Start with the lighter weights, body weight. You build up to the stronger. So you don't want to hunch too much. Keep your spine as neutral as you can. 10, just a few more of this one. You should feel the muscles in the front of your body. 8, 7, 6, 5. Make sure your knees touch at the center. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a little bit of loosening up. This is called windscreen wiper. Just loosening up a little bit around the hips and spine. Have your feet just a bit wider than hip width. Just nice and slowly. And then hugging your knees into your chest and just circle your knees one way. Circle your knees the other way. A little bit of abductor stretch, outer hip stretch. Quickly look at that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Just feeling the stretch in the outer hip there. And then the other side, just a little outer hip stretch. A few slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose most of the time in life. And then extend out, reach your hands towards the wall behind you and your feet towards the wall in front of you. Try to get as long and reach as much as you can, feet away, hands away. And then walk your hands and feet one way. So you're still lying on your back, making a banana shape, feeling a side stretch. Take a breath. And then center up. And then walk over to the other side. Try still lying on your back. You're not lying on your side. You're still lying on your back, making a banana shape. trying to feel a side stretch. Centering up, one more breath, reaching, inhale, and exhale, bring one knee in, bring the other knee in, hug the knees in for a nice deep breath in and out. And then either have feet down if that's more comfortable for your back, or straight legs if that's comfortable. Palms facing up. If your neck's arched, something under your head. And close your eyes and just lie here for a moment, feeling your spine, feeling your body. Some nice, slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Feeling you've stimulated blood flow a little bit around your spine and your whole body. You gently engage the muscles around your spine. Stimulated your bones very gently. A little bit of lubrication or oiling up around your hips and spine. A little bit more blood flow to your brain and your trillions of cells. Your skin is your biggest organ. Feeling your whole body. Your whole body saying thank you for that. Please do more. Look after your body. Make sure you subscribe. If you want lots of bonus live class, become a patron of Essential Yoga 15 years younger. And if you want to be old, healthy, strong, and loving life, then make sure you keep going with the videos and work on your body. It's not going to happen on its own. You'll get frail, you'll lose confidence, you will not have a good time in your old age if you don't put the work in. So make sure you put the work in. I'll help you. I'll help motivate you and educate you. Thank you. Have a great day.